It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early.
Second down and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think if we put together a job description, being able to hold down things in the... scrimmage and be able to take on blockers, but how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up. Down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here we go. Here's Burrow. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. But and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they called the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. Now a 2nd and 2. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. The pass caught by Olave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry from 10 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man. That's Marshall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Burrow on play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Moss fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Moss once more. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Carr to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Olave over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Carr going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Logan Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 38 yards, as his guys push that lead out a bit further.
The catch and the touchdown.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.